Hey guys, it's Caleb from KCNE Studios, and today I am kind of happy to announce that my next couple of Wednesday Monster Talk videos are going to be the start of a series, a small series that I'm going to be doing. Well, may or may not be small, but basically what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be making up my own Godzilla series. Like, I would just say how I would do each movie in each video. How, like, if I had complete control in the movie, the marketing, all that stuff. This first video is going to be the first movie that I would have come out if I had control of the series. So the first movie would be a solo movie. Now what I would do, I would announce that the movie's coming out. Got it? A couple weeks later, I send out a poster showing maybe Godzilla's like eye or like the side of his face or his spikes, or spines. After that, a couple like weeks or months later in the process, I would release a more official poster. And I already made a design for that. It's right here. So yes, that's how I would make it look. Make it look very eerie. So yeah, it would go like this, or it would go like this. So yes, I made two posters. And now after that, I would send out a little teaser trailer, kind of like what they did for Godzilla 2014. But this one, these soldiers are on this boat. Like a destroyer or like a battleship. Sorry about that. So there's all these battleships lined up in front of the bay, like Tokyo Bay, and you see them turning around, like the guns. You see the big guns, the cannons on the battleship turning around to face outside of the sea. And then you see Godzilla's spikes, or like, you see Godzilla's like swimming with his spikes up out of the water, rising up and swimming up to the battleships. They start firing and firing. Godzilla, right? And then you don't see his face, you only see his spikes. He rises up, so basically you're getting a back shot of him. And in front of him is all the battleships and the city in the back. And Godzilla just shoots his atomic breath and annihilates them. And then he just roars and goes back underwater. And that's the teaser trailer I would release. So then at that point, I would wait a couple months. And then after that, about a year into the movie being made, I would release I would have like Bandai or something like that start re-releasing the Godzilla figures, so people get happy and stuff like that, and then 2 years into the movie being released, people are happy about all these Bandai figures. The movie's almost being done, and I release a trailer which is somewhat like the teaser trailer, but it shows the characters in the movie frightened about Godzilla and stuff like that. All that. You see a little bit of Godzilla destroying the city. Just to get people excited for this, and see jets shooting at him and stuff. Like the last part of the trailer, you see one of those jets that like drop nukes and stuff. You see one of those big like black. I don't remember what they're called. I think they're FB-15s or something like that. That's probably very wrong. Like, not it, but you know what I mean. Those big black jets that drop nukes. You see it flying above the ground, dropping a nuke, and you see more of them come up, like more coming around it, and then they just start like dropping, hailing nukes down, and Godzilla looks up and he roars, and then that's the end of the trailer. So then when the movie was released, I'm gonna get into the story. So the movie, it would be called The Revenge of Godzilla. or the Fury of Godzilla, or the Rage of Godzilla. I'm not entirely sure what I would name it, but so the intro to the movie shows boats like lost at sea, like on the news, like showing boats are like missing and things like that. And then, so in the movie you learn that the 1954 Godzilla was the second to last of the kind of Godzilla. So this Godzilla in this movie is going to be the last of his kind. So this is going to be an evil, evil Godzilla going into the city and just trying to kill every human he sees. So he's going to be looking for people to kill and just decimating the city while he's at it. So if he sees a helicopter or a tank, not even just shooting at him, just like people running away, or, you know, like I said, helicopter, just looking at him, like filming him with a camera, Godzilla would turn around and then just smack it down or something like that. You know what I mean? So, yes, this Godzilla has a purpose. He's going to go and try to kill every human he can. So, he's going to be a very evil Godzilla. So, in this movie, you get the government. They relocate out of Japan because Godzilla's attacking. They relocate off to some island or something away from Japan, and they have so the governments have this thing called the DEFCON meter, and the DEFCON meter it goes from 1 to 5, and it shows how would I describe it, like how dangerous the situation is. Like 1 would be, I think it's at peace. 2 would be, we may be at war. 3 is, we're at war. 4 is like world war, and 5 is like apocalypse. So this movie, you're going to be seeing them change like the DEFCON meter, and that's something that I've always wanted to see, but I haven't seen in a Godzilla film. So what Godzilla does is he appears first on an island. I don't remember what it's called. Okay, well, I don't remember what the island is called, but it's one of the islands that's like in front of Tokyo. So that's where Godzilla first appears. And that's where they find out that Godzilla's back. And so Godzilla just decimates the island, and then he swims towards Tokyo, and by then the government knows that he's going to attack Tokyo. So they actually keep it a secret. So they're big jerks about this. They're keeping it a secret. They're like, oh, well, there's no harm to be done or anything like that. He's probably just gonna come, but he won't destroy the city or anything like that. But the main characters, they're kind of like people that are like, okay, well, this Godzilla is an evil force of nature, and so this one is nothing to be tempered with. So they escape from from Tokyo. Sorry, they evacuate south or something like that, and they get away from Tokyo. So the military, despite that, the people of Tokyo just go about their business, but the government sends tons and tons of battleships, and submarines and things like that, and that, like, part of the thing I said in the teaser trailer. So Godzilla comes and he just like destroys all of them. Not like I said in the trailer, he just blows them out of the water. And then these jets, they come and they start swarming him and shooting at him and stuff. And then Godzilla reaches shore at Tokyo, and he just destroys the whole place while people are in it. So you see people like looking at him and screaming. Godzilla's going to be attracted to the amounts of people so he can go after them and destroy them quicker. So yeah, he's going to be an evil Godzilla. Like I would want the scene in Godzilla 1954, if you remember that. Not exactly like that, but this mother is around her children and she's like, it's okay, we'll be in heaven soon. Like, that's how dark this is going to be. And in GMK, something like that happened too. This lady screams, and Godzilla, he's annoyed by it, so he turns around and just shoots like his breath at the whole crowd of people. So yes, it's going to be an evil, like, violent Godzilla. And so he basically destroys all of Tokyo. Then he heads south to Osaka. And there he destroys the city too. Jets and stuff, they're coming after him. But the news, they're having a hard time keeping track of things, because anytime the news people take their helicopters and try to film him from there, trying to see what's going on, Godzilla just destroys the helicopters out of the water, or the air, I guess. He just blows them out of the air. So, yeah. The people of Japan, they finally know what's going on. They're like, what the heck, the government told us it was going to be okay. So they just write out, everyone that can gets on a boat and leaves Japan. The government even helps, like, they're really sorry about this. So they give, like, free boats or they give free rides out of Japan on boats. And so boats, airplanes, whatever. And so yes, Godzilla's destroying everything. In this movie, you're going to get a lot of the Japanese, like, intelligence and government reactions and things like that. And so, basically, after that, Godzilla has Tokyo, or he has Japan. Like, there's hardly any people left in Japan. They've all evacuated, and the island is just for Godzilla. And so, let me see what I had next. Okay, so the movie ends with the North Korean, Russian, U.S., like, American government, any government that has nuclear weapons. They fly over Godzilla, and whether they're shooting them from submarines or dropping them from airplanes, like I said in the trailer, how I wanted it at the end, where they're all dropping their nukes on him, they just bombard Godzilla with nukes. And so they decide to just shoot tons and tons of nukes at Godzilla at a time, and they think it's gonna work. So the end is this massive crater in Japan, so much that, like, water from the ocean fills up. Maybe not to where it reaches the ocean, but, you know, water from, like, lakes and rivers and stuff just fills in the crater. And so Godzilla, he rises out of the crater, and there's smoke around him and stuff, and they finally see him. So basically, they kind of created an ocean or a small lake, like, deep enough for Godzilla to swim in. So he swims out of there, but as he's leaving the crater, so as Godzilla is leaving the basically crater of water, like, basically lake that the nukes created, he's leaving the water, he's almost out of there. There's, like, steam and smoke coming off of him, and he just has this, like, glow of radiation and stuff coming off of him. And then, so Godzilla's just kind of walking up, like, minding his own, he's hurt and somewhat, but he's also, like, filled with energy. It's kind of weird how I was like, thinking it in my head, but he's walking out of the lake, and so there's smoke, like, on the shores, I guess, where it's all destroyed and stuff. It's destroyed, like, everywhere. There's destruction everywhere. And on the shore of the water, you hear the roar of one of the classic monsters, like Anguirus or Rodan or something like that. And then Godzilla looks up, and and then Godzilla looks up, and then that's the end. So, no, actually, okay, I'm sorry. I gotta cut something out. So, that scene where I just told you about, where Godzilla, he's coming out of the water, and he looks up and he hears, like, a classic roar, that would be for one of the end credit scenes. So that's like, only the people who stick around to the end of the movie would see that. So, yeah, I'm sorry. I get new ideas when I'm making videos. But yeah, so that's how I would do it. And a couple weeks before the movie comes out, they start releasing like figures of the suit. This Godzilla suit, how I would do it is, you know, I'm not too specific about it. I would probably do something along the lines of the Heisei series or the 1984 suit. Maybe just with like, I think I would just want a modernized 1984 suit, like but it has to look menacing. Yes, like give him red eyes or I wouldn't even mind the white eyes. I just want him to look evil. So yes. So that's how I would do the first movie. I'm not too sure what I would call it. Something along the lines of like the Rise of Godzilla, the Revenge of Godzilla, because he is taking revenge on the humans for killing his 1984 brother. So yeah. So next movie is going to be a versus movie. So thank you guys so much for watching. I know this was a longer episode, but I hope you guys have enjoyed this first episode of the new series of my Monster Talk. And yeah, I think that's it. So if you guys haven't subscribed, please do that. Make sure to leave a comment, and I will be seeing you guys next time. Bye-bye.